Ever wish we got another Killing Floor? Or maybe another BioShock? What if I told you there's a brand new indie game currently in development that's drawing inspirations from those classics, along with games like The Darkness 2 and TimeSplitters, while still building its own unique identity? Well, prepare to join the mutants in Malignant. Hey guys, it's Christian with the Game Boys podcast. I recently had the chance to participate in the alpha playtest for Malignant, and after spending several hours with it, I can honestly say I am so excited to see where this game goes. So Malignant is an 80s inspired horde shooter with satisfying gunplay and one mechanic that immediately grabbed my attention: the mutation system. As development continues, defeating bosses will unlock new mutations that completely change how you play. Even in this early alpha build, I was able to test 2 of these mutations. The first mutation is bone blades. Massive blades grow from your arms, and suddenly you're carving and slashing through enemies instead of relying on your guns. It completely changes the pace of the game, and I absolutely loved it. The second mutation is the abomination. It comes with powerful attacks, but these trade your health for power. But my absolute favorite part is the flamethrower mechanic. Watching an entire horde disappear in flames never gets old. It's awesome. What I really liked is that these aren't just stronger abilities. They actually encourage completely different playstyles, whether you're wanting up close and personal or if you want to just mow down a crowd. Since this is still an alpha playtest, I only had access to the horde mode portion of the game. The full release is planned to include larger maps, story missions, multiplayer co-op, and much more. But honestly, even this limited build gave me a great idea of what these developers are aiming for, and I love it. During the playtest, I had access to 2 maps, the city and the fun fair. The city has a darker atmosphere. It's nighttime, there are tight streets, narrow hallways, and buildings that constantly keep you moving throughout the map. I usually sprinted straight toward the weapon shop before setting up around the theater because it became one of my favorite spots to survive a wave. I mean, just look at this atmosphere. It's pretty cool. The fun fair couldn't be more different. It's much more open and it's daytime. And when you first arrive, the entire carnival is powered down. It looks like just an abandoned carnival. But one of my favorite moments is finding the power switch and watching the entire place come alive. What's even cooler, some of the rides actually become part of the gameplay. You can lure one of the bosses into the pirate ship ride and let it do massive damage. This was one of those moments where I just stopped and thought, okay, this is awesome. The enemy variety also surprised me. Instead of fighting the same mutant over and over, there are several different enemy types that force you to approach each fight differently. So far, I've encountered the charging chunk, the abomination, a more human-looking mutant that kind of feels like it's only recently started the mutation, and another incredibly tall mutant that definitely keeps you on your toes. The combat feels fast, chaotic, and satisfying. Another thing that caught my eye was the team behind the project. The creator previously worked as a character artist on TimeSplitters Rewind, and the team includes developers who have worked on Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, and Bullets Per Minute. Of course, everything you're watching is still very early alpha build, so things like balancing, certain mechanics, certain designs, it's all still evolving. But honestly, with this being the foundation we're starting from, I'm so hyped to see where this goes. Overall, I've genuinely enjoyed my time with Malignant. It's important to remember this isn't trying to be the Killing Floor. You can definitely see inspiration from games like BioShock, The Darkness 2, TimeSplitters, etc. But between the mutation system, the environmental interactions, and its own atmosphere, it already feels like it's carving out its own identity. Even in this alpha build, the gunplay feels satisfying, the mutations are genuinely fun, and both maps already have their own unique personalities. I'm especially looking forward to seeing how the story and additional mutations come together with a multiplayer co-op atmosphere. If you're a fan of hoarder shooters, or you just enjoy discovering promising indie games early, I definitely think Malignant is one to keep an eye on. It's currently available to wishlist on Steam. Now, I want to hear from you. Which mutation do you want to try first? And what game does Malignant remind you of the most? If you enjoyed this early look, please don't forget to like and subscribe, because we're definitely going to be coming back to this one later as development continues. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.